This brief instructional video will walk you through the process for submitting notifiable work on myQBCC based on the following scenario. A plumber with an occupational licence has logged into their myQBCC account to submit notifiable work. The work completed was for a Queensland residential address and included replacing a hot water heater and extended work for underground drainage. The plumber would like to pay the QBCC using their MasterCard and save their credit card details ready for use for the next time they submit notifiable work. To complete this process, your new pipeline for notifiable work takes only 4 easy steps on myQBCC. This is the landing page view when logging into myQBCC. New notifiable work can be created from this page. New notifiable work can be created via the My Licenses tab by selecting the Create New Notifiable Works option from the My Occupational Licenses Action drop-down. Alternatively, you can also create new notifiable work from the My Work tab by selecting the Create New button. This screen also allows you to continue a previously saved notifiable work, delete a saved notifiable work, and search all submitted notifiable work. You're now ready to enter the details of the new notifiable work. Using the date selector, choose the date the work was completed. On this screen, the responsible person and licensed person who did the work automatically populate. If the information needs updating, you can remove the default licensed person and add a person or additional people who did the work by searching for them using the search function. When searching for a licensed person, enter their occupational license number, first name and surname. However, for the search to return results, you do not have to enter all 3 fields. When you select the search button, a list of people will be returned. You can choose the appropriate person by selecting the checkbox next to their name. To enter where the work was done, start typing the address into the property address field. Matches will be displayed on screen from which you can select the relevant address. If the address is not available, select the My Address Wasn't Found button to manually add your address. You can also manually add additional address details if required by selecting the Add Additional Address Details checkbox. This additional information is useful when work is being completed for, say, a shopping centre. You are required to select whether the work was performed for either a state government or local authority, such as a council, so you can complete a Form 4A. You can also add any contact details for the government department or local authority and their reference number. If the work was not for a state government or local authority, selecting No will let you continue with the completion of a Form 4. myQBCC also gives you the ability to enter your own reference numbers for later use. Once you have completed these details, you will need to select Save and Next. This will progress you to Step 2, where you can enter information about the categories of work completed. This information can be entered via either the Guided View tab or the Data Entry View tab. The Guided View assists you with your selection of work categories by only displaying relevant options depending on the information you enter. Watch how this screen is completed based on our scenario. Note that the entry of extending underground drainage will require an as constructed diagram to be attached in the next step in the process. The alternative process for entering categories of work is via the Data Entry View. Here you're able to select the relevant work completed and enter the required information. The next step in the process is to add any required attachments. myQBCC will automatically alert you to any mandatory attachments required based on the information you've entered. In our scenario, we need to attach an as constructed diagram. You'll be notified upon successful upload of your file with an on-screen reference of the files you have attached to the notifiable work. You can also upload additional documents for your reference and delete any files by selecting the Remove Hyperlink. Step 4 of submitting Notifiable Work provides you with a summary of the information you have entered. If any details are incorrect, this is your last opportunity to change them before submission. Selecting the Previous button will take you back through the screens step by step so you can make any changes. You can choose to pay for your Notifiable Work straight away or select Pay Later to save your entry for payment later. This can be useful if you want to submit more than one Notifiable Work and pay for all submissions in a single transaction. Once the Notifiable Work has been submitted, you can then make a payment. A summary of your payment due for your Notifiable Work is displayed on screen. To commence your payment, select the Pay Now button. myQBCC allows you to pay for one or several Notifiable Works at the same time. In this scenario, the plumber is making the payment with their new MasterCard. To save credit card details for use the next time you submit Notifiable Work, click the Remember This Card checkbox. When your payment has been processed, a confirmation notice, including your receipt number, displays on the screen. A copy of the receipt is also emailed to the email address listed. Select Continue and progress to the next screen. When your Notifiable Work submission is complete, a confirmation screen will display. From this page, you can download a PDF copy of the Notifiable Work you submitted. This completes our brief instructional video on submitting Notifiable Works on myQBCC.